Here we have a group of fobs who already determined that fob 1 is the poll leader as its built-in LED is on. Now we're going to have fob 4 cast a vote to fob 2 over IR like so. Now, votes sent over IR contain a 4-byte UART message in the format of the start byte, the candidate selection as an RGB character, the voter fob's ID, and a checksum. When a fob receives a vote, it will light its LED according to the sender's vote. From there, the receiver sends the vote to the poll leader, which also indicates a received vote by matching its LEDs. The poll leader then sends the vote to the Pi server to register the vote. Note that the Pi server first queries the MongoDB database with the fob ID in order to see if the fob has voted yet. The vote will only be added to the database if the voter ID doesn't already exist. From there, the Pi server sends a message to the poll leader indicating the vote has been received, which turns off the poll leader's LEDs. The poll leader will also send a vote receipt to the fob voter, which is indicated by turning off that fob's LEDs as well. To keep things balanced, we'll have fob 2 vote for the red candidate, and we'll send that over to fob 4. There we go. And as we can see, the voting process is the same as before, as both the poll leader and the fob that voted have its LEDs off, indicating that the vote has been received. Here, on the main page of our web portal, we can see a graph that displays the overall votes for each candidate. Unfortunately, we only had 2 fobs that voted for separate candidates, so only dots will be shown for the data points if we hover above them. Note that the dot colors in the graph do not correspond to the candidate LED colors. To better show these results, we can search for the candidates in the search bar and see their votes. Note that for our database, we set red to correspond to Donald Trump, blue for Joe Biden, and green for test tester. Here we go. Here we can see the fob 2 voted for Donald Trump and that time for it. And as more fobs would have their own data showed up, it would appear in this table here, and all voter data right there again. Let's look for Joe Biden. Here we have his data graph. So yep, there's that. And just to confirm, test tester. No one voted for test tester, so that's why we have a blank graph and no fob lists. Now, if we wanted to, we could clear the votes from the database by pressing the button right here, reset database, like so. And doing so clears the database of all votes. And so fobs can vote again for whatever candidate they wanted to because their ID is not listed in the data table anymore.